Oh, I could have pulled in there. Look, never mind. Okay, not to worry. Well, it doesn't seem we're going to get our plastic fields coverage tonight, which is a shame. We'll just have to find some more. I think there's some more towards Holyhead usually. If they're reverting to using that system of agriculture. Oh, at this rate we may end up in where? Mynydd Bodafon. Or maybe, yeah, there's a nice nature reserve over here, so if we fly nice and high, not to disturb anything. Which we will anyway, because there's some pylons going through there. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know, the sun's on the wrong side of this. There's a bit of a ridge, of just following a ridge along this road. Narrow ridge, of course. Shallow ridge, I should say. So yeah, it's a bit of a magical mystery tour tonight, folks. So there you go. Turn on the gas a bit. Yeah, we'll go to just a mile or so further on, and then we'll get a low down to 20 here, probably, aren't we? There we are. Yeah. Right then, we're nearly there, folks. We won't go up onto the mountain because no real point. I'll just pull up a little bit short of it and get some nice low sunshine shots of it, hopefully. The roads none so good here. Ah, dear. There we go, here's an area that still preserved an air of times gone by. You see the old whitewashed stone houses. And one here that's been done up in traditional style, I'm glad to say. There's a god awful modern thing down there which doesn't fit in at all. But it's nice to see people renovating houses. You can maybe see it in the mirror there. Hopefully using lime, not cement. I've done a lot of lime work over the years on 3 houses in total. Wonderful material to work with, very flexible, very easy to repair, cheap, and provided you do a little bit of research before splashing it around. Doesn't really need all that much skill. Right, I'm going to pull up here, I think, just because there's quite a lot of room and a line of sight up to where I want to have a look over there. Could be a little bit closer, to be honest, but it'll do. The ground's a bit far away there. Oh, I'll have to adjust my position. Camber's not so good. Yeah, that looks a bit better here. There we go, that'll do. Yeah, no, it isn't any better. Is it any better? Not really. Ah, damn it. Anyway, let's get a bit closer. It's just not coming together today, is it? The light's beginning to get a bit weaker than I need it to be. Let's go down here and I'll take a left and get a line of sight. Oh, actually, do you know what? We'll just nip up here. There could be a place to park up here. Sorry about this, folks. This is how my life goes. Everything's last minute and plans change. You can't go very quickly along these roads. You never know who you might meet. but you can be fairly certain it'll be at an excessive speed. Right, there's gravel there, so I don't want to stop there for the moment. Ah, passing place. Could this do? No, because I've got line of sight, so we're going to have to go to the top of the mountain. Alright, we've got a nice corner coming up. It's one of those climbing turns. Used to be popular with rallies along here, car rallies. Remember some some little minis coming along here in the dead of night once. Great enthusiasm, following them around for no particular reason. Something to do, really. Yeah, so here we go. There's a big climbing turn. To keep it down in first for this one. Yeah, first. There we go. And another one. Not so bad. There you go. Ain't no problem. Find a fairly quiet place to park here. Right, down by the lake, I guess. Yeah, here we go. Just a bad camber everywhere. There you go. That'll do. Welcome to Mynydd Avon, folks. Let's have a look, see, can we put the bike down? Oh, it's a long way down again. Right. Get it onto the centre stand that way. There you go. Bit of weight lifting in the night doesn't do anybody any harm, does it? Okay, well there we are. At least we got some nice footage just before the sun went down. Disappears a lot quicker than I thought it would actually. Here we go. There's Holyhead Mountain just ahead of us. Yeah. Very relaxing sort of time. Anyway, we shan't have the sun in our eyes on the way back. You'll be glad to know. Lovely little lake down here, which is surprisingly full. I wonder how they manage that. There must be a spring that comes up from this mountain. The rocks that you see around us here, there is a quartzite plug, if I think I'm right in remembering. I know there's some geologists watching my channel, which I'm very grateful for some corrections and suggestions as to what those things I come across might be. I've got a basic idea. I have done some geology courses with the Open University many years ago, but you know, that's a long time ago and it's not my profession, so always grateful for the input. But otherwise there's kind of limestone country around, and I suppose that has aquifers and stuff, I guess. And that runs under the sea and then pops up again at the Great Orme and Llandudno, where it's particularly evident there, of course, the strata from Jurassic period, I think, isn't it? And then of course you've got some more exposed limestone cliffs at Llangollen. As you can tell, my knowledge of the limestone strata of North Wales isn't as good as it ought to be. So there we go, failing light. We shall jolly well go and get some chocolate before going home. Still dropping, 9 degrees Celsius, and the sun's not down yet. Right, well I won't bore you with the return journey because, well, you've already done it, haven't you? And there's Wyddfa, Snowdon, just catching the last of the sun. It'll remain in sunshine for a good few minutes longer than we get it here, of course. See the condensation points getting quite low there, but a cloud below 3,000 feet. Harbinger of things to come, bit of rain coming in. Quite novel being out at sunset at the moment. Not so much in the winter, of course, but nice. Oh, hello. Accelerate quite so quickly, do we? What's going on here? Accident and breakdown. Oh. Okay. Yeah, just being pulled out, being towed. Right, I think I'll go through. This guy's just stopped here for no apparent reason. Hiya. Well, got my chocolate. It's getting dark pretty quick. Well, it looks like a space clouds night tonight, unless the clouds roll in. There's a little bit of haze lower down. Clouds only appear at about sort of the height of that tree, really. Don't get very high usually. They will later in the season, but not now. If you haven't seen noctilucent clouds, or space clouds as the media calls them, then get out and look at the northern horizon from about 2:30 in the morning at the moment, I'm afraid. Only for about half an hour until about 3, and then it gets too bright. But, well worth a look. Very pretty. Right. some reason I put my gloves in there, nobody knows why. This lady's having a palaver about something, we don't know what. There's always somebody having a palaver in Lidl. Hey! Bit of twilight driving for you, exciting, eh? Let's put my heater on a minute. Right, here we go. Let's take the long way around, the long but more efficient way around, really. So if you want a really expensive Ford, there's your place. Quite sure who actually buys them, they're so expensive. Right, round the corner we go, hoping there's no diesel on the road that I can't see. No. Hey, that's not bad, is it? That's not a bad turn. For an old codger like me. Good roundabout to practice cornering, that one actually. Usually pretty quiet. Oh, smells a bit here. Where's that coming from? Cheese factory. Oh, I'm not quite sure what he's looking at. Right, okay. Well, I've got lights on. Thinks it's too bright or something. Ooh, a bad camber there. Yes, well, I'll have to go and have some nighttime activity tonight. I'm not particularly tired. I haven't done an awful lot today, really. Did a little bit of hedge trimming and all the rest of it. Where am I going now? I'm going back up here, aren't I? There we go. I'm not going to Holyhead tonight, I don't think.